My name is Robert Christopher Wayne Weathers. I live at 3102 Central Hill Road, Acre, Mississippi, 38841. I am still under attack by Scientology. So let me explain what Scientology is. There are more than three dimensions. This is a fact. There are 12 dimensions in total. These extra dimensions reside within the particles that create this universe, within the matter itself. It's only inside. The best way I can explain it is it looks like inward expansion. We get expansion out this way into the third dimension, and then we expand inward. We expand to another place. They call this place the inverse. So, there are more than three dimensions. There are 12 dimensions in total. We have 12 dimensions worth of organs and tissues attached to us that we can't see while we are alive. Whole organs and tissues. Our brain has extra features, extra brain pieces. We have whole organs and tissues that you don't even realize you have. We have a soul tube. We have extra organs and tissues. They call them Anunnaki organs. Our brain features get big and turn into different things. Uh, so you have 12 dimensions worth of biology. First, you utilize this extra dimensional biology while you are alive. Everything that we do, every biological function we have, requires extra dimensional biology. If you lose extra dimensional biology or body parts, you quit functioning properly. You lose the ability to use your brain. You lose the ability to have sexual intercourse. You lose the ability to sleep. They're doing that to my dogs. They're assaulting my animals right now. And then we utilize this extra dimensional biology to have an afterlife. So the human genome produces a 12-dimensional humanoid designed to live in outer space. We have a head covering that has two horns. We can fly. We have powerful eyesight. We can do magic. Our skin glows. Our eyes glow. We breathe fire. We are invisible to a third-dimensional human. We can read genetics like a book and manipulate genetic material, causing mutations and to bring about different features in an organism. This is only an upper dimensional ability. We are Anunnaki. Anunnaki. That is the human bloodline, and that is the human afterlife experience. So Scientology is the practice of utilizing this extra dimensional biology while you are still alive. They remove it from themselves, and they use technology and techniques to turn them into upper dimensional vehicles, biologies in which they can drive through the upper dimensions. Aliens. And they look alien in appearance. So there are humans on Earth right now driving aliens through the upper dimensions on Earth. There are aliens walking around, running around, all different forms and types. Some are flying, some go into outer space and come back to Earth. Some stay on Earth and walk around. Some can fly, some can't. There are millions and millions of aliens on Earth in the upper dimensions. Extra dimensional organisms on Earth. We share this Earth with extra dimensional organisms. Aliens. And they are remote controlled. There are humans driving aliens on Earth at this very moment. That's Scientology. So for a full report of what Scientology is and what they have done to me, please refer to my other videos. I have to report criminal activity at the moment. So these people have assimilated me into a hive mind. So they have installed technology in my brain which interfaces me to a computer system in which these Scientologists use to communicate with each other. It's a form of telepathy. We all have an internal voice. Uh, they can read my thoughts with this technology. They can hear my internal voice. We can communicate with each other. They can see everything I see. They can hear everything I hear. Smell, taste, touch. They feel everything I feel. And they use this technology to harass me. So for the past 13 years, I've been harassed, both by people in the public or people in the world, third dimensional humans, and extra dimensional humans. Here, I hear voices all the time, uh, subliminal messages. Uh, my mind space, my mind controls the algorithms I see on the internet. My sight, my smell, my taste, my touch, my hearing, and my thoughts, and my internal voice control the algorithms I see on social media and the internet, and even other Scientologists in the world have communicated with me both directly and subliminally. So right now they are talking to me. I'm being harassed. Uh, they've made several faces at me. They keep, right now they are trying to come up with some false narrative which gets them off the hook for doing this to me and to other people. They keep saying, well, you kill kids, so we can do whatever we want to you. So it's justified. It's a lie and it's still illegal. No matter what I do, there has to be due process, or there's a system in place for processing law. This ain't it. This is kidnapping, home invasion, stalking, assault with a deadly weapon, body snatching, harassment, beratement, destruction of private property, experimenting on humans illegally, installing technology in a person's body illegally, talking to a person in their own home illegally, communicating with a person illegally, torture, rape, murder. They're trying to get away with it. This is what Scientology does to people, especially people on the inside. So this technology has a narcotic-like effect upon these people. These devices also run energy through their brain and their nervous system. It forces neurochemical metabolism, which means it elevates neurochemicals. They elevate their dopamine, norepinephrine, and serotonin levels using devices, energy. They also stimulate their glands. This releases hormones such as growth hormone, testosterone, and estrogen. It has an extremely narcotic like effect upon the user. extremely narcotic, running energy through their brains. It forces the release of neurochemicals, which creates a high, very euphoric, very energetic. It's like meth mixed with a pain pill, or meth mixed with an opiate. That's what it feels like, mixed with testosterone, a steroid, anabolic steroid. These people are so delusional, psychotic, irritable. They are extremely irritable. They have irritability syndrome because of their elevated dopamine levels. They are quick to become violent. I'm being harassed right now by an alien. He's laughing. Oh, it's just a human in outer space. That one's been cut. He looks just like a human. They cut him and did plastic surgery on his face, and they call him God. They made him the biggest, and they call him God. So one day they can sell this whole ordeal to the Christian community. Like, look, there's God. He's just another human in outer space. A big one. Toxic masculinity is rampant among these people. Jealousy, pettiness, greed. They're all twacked out of their heads. And I suspect they are also abusing substances. Some of their behavior, uh, it looks so much like opiate abuse, irritability syndrome, addictive tendencies, uh, and it's like there's a stimulant mixed in because they won't shut the fuck up. They talk 24/7 non-stop. They have energy running through their brains. They won't stop. They run their mouths constantly. Either they're harassing me, berating me, premeditating my death, threatening me or my family, or they're trying to come up with some false narrative which somehow is going to justify their criminal behavior. Either I've done drugs, or I killed somebody, or I did something to somebody, or I did something that's going to justify their criminal behavior. And they've mentioned the manufacture of evidence. They turned friends into surrogates. I had good friends turned into surrogates. I'm sick. I'm dizzy, weak, lethargic. I have brain fog. My memory isn't as good as it used to be. My short term memory isn't either. Uh, I can't sleep. I just lay there in a daze. They have my brain hooked up to a computer, so when I do sleep, they force me to dream in all stages of sleep. I even dream sitting awake. The inside of my brain is lit up like a light bulb, and they dream with me. There's this woman they call Amy. She's responsible for putting me in the hive and putting all this technology in my brain. She constantly sits here with me and talks to me and narrates this whole story like I'm some kind of kid. And when I dream, she gets really intimate with me. She gets down in my brain and forces me to see things and do things. I do not consent for you to speak to me. You're breaking the law. Leave. Don't talk to me. Leave. You are breaking the law. They are addicted to speaking. They are abusing substances and they are on narcotic technology. They can't stop talking. So some of the people that I know that have been involved have told me things, and one of them told me before I knew everything that was going on, before I knew about the extra dimensions, and I knew what kind of technology they were, uh, knew what they were doing to me, how they were doing it to me. Before I knew any of this, one guy that was involved told me we are food for the aliens, which is a lie. They lie about everything. Aliens are among the living. They are remote controlled biologies, nothing else. Aliens are not dead people. There are no aliens up there alive on their own. They are missing organs and tissues, which are required for them to be able to stay alive in outer space. So they are running energy through their brain and nervous system that allows them to continue to function. Aliens don't eat. They do in their third dimension. They are among the living. Their outer space bodies don't eat. The main reason is Anunnakis don't eat. We can't even put things in our mouth in outer space. We have these appendages inside of our mouth that stop anything from going down our throat. They're like, it's for breathing the nether. That's what they call it. We go into outer space, and most of our consumption comes from cardiovascular uh, function. It comes from breathing. So there are special particles in outer space they call the nether. Anunnakis breathe these particles and gain sustenance from it. It's like a food source to them. And that's what these mouth parts are for. They're for scooping up particles. They're soft tissue. There's no teeth in the upper dimensions. It's just two little pieces of muscle scooping up particles and sucking them down your throat. We breathe our sustenance in the afterlife. We don't eat. What the aliens do is they use us for body parts. They cut body parts off of us because they need our body parts to complete their alien forms. So if you want to practice Scientology and create an alien form, you go to one of these companies that offer Scientology or another Scientologist, an alien that can help you. They cut off your extra dimensions, but they have to leave organs and tissues behind. If they took everything, you would die. You would lose function. So they have to leave organs and tissues behind so you can live. So now you have upper dimensional biology that you're trying to convert into an alien that's missing organs and tissues. So you take organs and tissues from other humans and other species in an attempt to make yourself whole and function properly again. You take organs and tissues from other humans and other species such as reptiles, insects, and worms. You make various alien forms They make lizard people using lizard body parts. They make insectoids or bug people using bug body parts. And they make worm people using worm body parts. And there is a whole plethora of different types of biologies and organisms that these people have created over the years. All different types. Some are reptiles, some are insects, some are worms, some are humans, some are little, some are big, some are ghostly looking, some are alien, some are surrogates, and some are aliens. A surrogate is driven by an alien. So these aliens, they go in outer space, they steal body parts, they fix up their alien form and get it drivable. Then they drive this alien around in on Earth or in outer space. And then the next thing they do is they start making surrogates. So this technology that gives them the ability to drive their upper dimensions also gives them the ability to drive other organisms that are not their own. They can drive humans, animals, insects, and worms in any dimension, even third dimensional. So they steal extra dimensional biology from humans and other species to make their surrogates. Other is just an extra biology, an extra alien in your arsenal that can be driven. Another remote control biology. These people are so criminal. They kill people, rape, torture, murder, biological theft. And the people that have had the worst treatment are other people in Scientology. Some of their followers, the people they are trafficking, every once in a while one gets tortured to death because these aliens have irritability syndrome and roid rage. It's usually a female, and it usually starts out as something sexual. These kidnap victims, they all have one thing in common. We have something they want, whether it's sex or an ability such as me being able to write intellectual content, create ideas, participate in politics, lead a large group of people, have a large following. These aliens or Scientologists, they get addicted to people. And the longer you are in their presence, the more in danger you become. It starts out as harassment, it turns into body snatching, usually winds up into torture and murder, rape. I'm getting blamed because I've had irritability syndrome before. They think they are justified in doing this to me. I'm on Earth. I'm not bothering anybody. The worst thing that I've ever done to anybody is bitched at the status quo on Facebook. And if you're one of the people in power, I'm sorry, but you get it everywhere. You get it all over the place. It comes with participating in politics. I can still hear your voice. You're breaking the law. I do not consent for you to speak to me. You are breaking the law. Now I'm getting yelled at. You are breaking the law. I do not consent for you to speak to me. You are breaking the law. Stop! Stop! They're still talking to me. They're still here. You're breaking the law. Stop talking to me. You're breaking the law. You're breaking the law. The reason why it's still classified is Scientology has taken over the government. So the government kind of did this trade off where they get to use Scientology's tech if Scientology gets to keep operating the way that they've been operating, which is harvesting the human population, organs and tissues and surrogates, and kidnap victims and trafficked humans and religious zealots. They lie about everything. You're breaking the law. I do not consent for you to speak to me. You're breaking the law. Stop yelling at me. Get the fuck away from me. You're breaking the law. So he's still trying to come up with some false narrative. I'd sit here and listen to him Well, I can tell him this. I can say this. I can say you did this and this happened and so on and so forth. And I had to do this. And they lie constantly. And he's twacked out of his head. He is addicted to speaking to me. He sits here and runs his mouth nonstop. It's a goddamn human on Earth driving an alien into my home and running his fucking mouth, and he won't stop.